Hi my lovely friends. So today's going to be a little bit different. We are going to talk about the various ways that us wig wearing guys and girls can keep our hair on, because it's quite difficult. It does come off. Which ways can we keep our hair on? Well, we'll be looking at the wig grip, be looking at glues and gels. We'll be looking at wig tapes, and finally, and for the brave, we'll be looking at high strength bonding glues. So stay tuned and we'll have a chat about all of these options for you. Okay. I live in a very windy country which has quite harsh winters. So living in Scotland, I have had to find several ways to keep my hair on, especially through the winter months. So the first way I found was probably the way that most people start at the beginning, when they still have some bio hair. Hopefully you'll always have bio hair. You have the little clips that go in and then you clip them to the edges of your bio hair and they work pretty well. I can't really show you them because I don't use them anymore because I don't have enough bio hair for them to be useful. The thing I would say about the clips is that, unfortunately for all of us with alopecia, the clips can actually make the problem worse. So if you are using clips inside your toppers and your wigs, just beware of the fact that they can put pressure on the roots of the hair that's already weakened through your alopecia. And even if you don't have alopecia, you can develop something called traction alopecia by overuse of clips and pulling on the scalp quite tightly. So no clips, no hair. What do I do next? Well, quite a lot of people online use these, and this is a wig grip. So I'll show you quickly how they are used. It's got a nice little notice on. It says put this to the right side of the head facing outwards. There we go. Easy on, quite tight. Put it up to my hairline. Now the one thing I'd say about the wig grips is they're really soft and they're very comfortable, and they're certainly more comfortable than having clips stuck in your head. So I'll pop on my wig. So the starring wig today, you might recognise it if you've been on the wig review channels, is the Heidi. It's from John Renault and it's 12FS8 if you're interested. But it's a lovely wig. So there we go, wig grip on. You can't really tell I'm wearing a wig grip. I find the wig grips are really nice and comfortable. They add a bit of bulk. They especially add, I've only got a small head, and for me wig grips add a bit of bulk above the ears, and occasionally it can make my sort of ear tabs stick out a bit. So, you know, not a perfect solution but a very good one. Right, we'll do the pull test. Harder, much harder to get off this time, because just because it doesn't have hair on it doesn't mean that it can't get irritated and sore. And also, if you are using any of these techniques and you have hair, you really have to protect it and look after your edges, but we'll talk about that a bit more. So before I put any tape, glue or anything that's going on my scalp, I use a scalp protector. Now there's probably a couple of different brands of this. If you type scalp protector into Amazon, you'll be fine and get lots of them. It's basically just creates a thin layer on your skin that can bond to the glue and the tape, and it just protects your skin. There's It Stays, which is a body glue. This is used for gluing on prosthetic breasts and things after cancer, so it does certainly work. And you can also use the Got to Be Glued. It's spiking glue, but it works particularly well. So I'll do a little demonstration for you with the It Stays. They're both exactly the same principle. You just dab a little bit of the glue or the gel around your hairline. You can use it just on where the lace would sit, or you can use it down on the sides of the tabs. You want to make sure you don't have hair caught in the front of the wig, and you also want to make sure that you tip your head down and pull the wig back. That way the hair sort of slides up and sits in the glue and it doesn't all get bonded to it. Okay, so put it on and slide it back, tabs down. Just press the lace gently into the glue and the ear tabs, and that's you. So the one thing I would say about it stays, it works really well, but it smells kind of gluey at the very beginning. So in terms of like already, and it's not been on too long, my wig is pretty firm. So tape, what is it and how do you put it on your head? Well, you can get plenty of different brands of tape. If you search for wig tape on the internet, you'll be overwhelmed. These are just the brands that I happen to use. I use Walker tape, I use the minis, mainly because they're pre-cut and I'm lazy. I'm sure you can get this on a roll a lot cheaper, but I wear it every day and I don't have time in the morning to be messing about with scissors, so they're what I wear. And I also use these hairline tapes. I use them right on my scalp, and we'll do a quick demonstration of these as well. Before you put any tape on, just get in the habit of doing this. Believe me, the day that you forget and you rip your tape off and you irritate all your hairline, you'll regret it. So, put your scalp protectant on. And then for me, because I don't have hair that I'm particularly trying to preserve around the edges, I can go ahead and put these tapes straight on. Now you can either apply them straight to your scalp or straight to the wig. I prefer to apply them straight to my scalp. You might prefer to apply them straight to your wig. It's entirely a matter of personal choice. You just have to ignore the bits of fluff still stuck to me. So if it's just a regular day, I might just leave it at the 2 tapes. If it's a day when I want my wigs to look like really secure at the front, I'll use 3 tapes. So this big tape goes on my hairline. It says which surface goes to the scalp. So there we go. I just match it up as best I can with my natural hairline. And I give these tapes just a minute or two to settle down. Now, when I did have bio hair around the edges, I did use tape, but I used it in a slightly different way. I used some scissors and I cut thin strips of the tapes. I'll show you them so you can see. And I applied those thin strips just to the very edges in front of my hairline. And I pushed my wig down onto there. So if you see, just imagine there isn't one there. And I had those all the way around my hairline, and it worked very well without damaging my hairline. So that's a recommendation for you. Just take care if you're putting tape on your natural hair, and you can really do damage and really create bald patches. Then I would position my hair, because you don't want to take the tape tags off until you know exactly where your hair is going to be. Do my ear tabs, make sure it's lined up. Now, when you have everything where you want, check you don't have any hair underneath caught, because once it's stuck to the tape, it'll be very annoying. And then this is just the way I do it. I flip up one ear tab and I take off the tape. I lay the ear tab down. Now these are just soft ear tabs. I know a lot of wigs come with PU tabs on them. Doesn't make a difference. The tape still goes onto the soft ear tabs a lot easier than you would think. Then I take the tape off the top one. And I just very gently line it up. And I take the tape off the final ear tab. It's hard to do without looking in a mirror. Here we go. And there you have it. Now, the tape gets stronger throughout the day, So if I was going to remove this right now, I could probably just remove it gently with my fingers. If it was on all day and I went to take it off, I would definitely need to put some lace release on it. So we'll do that in a second. Does this keep it on? Oh yeah. I mean, I could seriously go out in a hailstorm, someone could grab hold of my hair, it ain't budging. So it's a really, really good method. Now, I've actually swam in synthetic wigs, taped on with Walker tape all the way around the hairline, and I've even added it just to the little soft bit at the back. And I've swam, I've jumped off ships, I've done the whole thing, and my hair has stayed on. It's worth trying to see if it suits you. It might not be as good as that if you've got bio hair, because I have really nothing between my skin and the bond, which probably makes quite a good bond. Alright, then we'll go ahead and I'll just show you roughly how I would take my hair off and scoop my hair back, tuck my fingers in, and then just spray and loosen and spray and loosen. Just do the same on the other side. Spray and loosen gently, really, really gently, and the same at the top. And it just comes away very easily. Now, depending on how it's come off, the tape may be on your wig or it may be on your hairline. If the tape's on your wig, you can just gently peel it away. Don't pull it off with force and use your spray to loosen it, otherwise you're going to pull hairs out of the edges and shorten the lifespan of your wig. And for your own hairline, you want to get the edge, spray, pull, little spray, pull. Go very slowly and never yank the tape off your hair. What's next? Tape. We've had some lightweight glues. Now you get to the strong glues. Now this is Ghost Bond. You can apply this. You could put a rim of tape and then apply a few layers of Ghost Bond, and people will have bonded hair and keep it on for, you know, a good couple of weeks, maybe a week to 2 weeks, with a Ghost Bond and a tape bond. I have done it when I've been on holiday. I find it, like, it's good, it works, but I find it quite irritating and it makes me want to scratch my head, which I can't do because, you know, so I prefer to take my wigs off daily. But if you prefer to just have a bonded system, Ghost Bond is very good, and I'll link below. There's a really good tutorial of how to do fully bonded hair with Ghost Bond and tape. Okay, that's from My Little Secret, so I'll put them down at the bottom. This is also another alternative. This is liquid gold. Again, it's a bonding product, and you can use this for gluing hair extensions in if you've got bio hair as well, and it will create quite a tight bond. Again, always use lace release, always use some sort of glue release with these, because you can really mess with your scalp. And here's the last one. This one is a waterproof adhesive, and I've used this with my tapes when I've been swimming, and it's made a really good bond, and it works really, really well. So hopefully within some of these options you've found something that might work for you. Personally, I pretty much wear just tape on my ear tabs every day, and that does me. If I'm swimming, I'll do more, but I really don't need more than that, and I live somewhere windy. I think the fear of losing your wig is actually much worse than the possibility of it, because, you know, it's never actually happened to me. But anyway, good luck, keep your hair on, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.